Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're out here with David and he's actually going to be showing us how and what knots to tie. We're going to be putting braid on our spinning setup for the very first time. I'm going to hand everything over to him. He's going to walk us through the process and then we're going to go try to catch a fish.
Alright, so when you put on line on a spinning reel, and let's say you're going to use braid, we need some backing to go on the reel seat, otherwise the braid will slip when you set the hook or you cast into something. So you just tie, like a simple loop knot, put some tension on it, and just reel it in. Okay. Now you need to, and I put it on backwards. So that's the one thing with the spinning reel, is you got to figure out which way that thing goes. There we go. And then we got a twist, which is fine because I wanted to talk about the twist. So let's start this and we'll edit all that out. All right, so here goes the line. Now let's say you got twist going on, like so. See the twist? What I want to do is I want to flip it over and reel. Still keep tension here. Now it might take a lot to get that out, but we're just using this for backing anyway, so there's a little twist in it, that's fine. Okay? And that is enough backing. If you notice, that did get some of the twist out. Okay? So if you were filling up the whole reel with fluorocarbon or monofilament and it was really twisting on you, you just flip this over and reel it for that way for a while. Alright? So that's that. Number next, we're going to put braid on, and TJ did real good by getting some high visibility line because you want to be able to see your line. And braid floats, so it might lay on the water and you see it moving off to one side or going down all of a sudden, and then that way you can immediately know that there's a fish on it, because sometimes you don't feel that bite. The other thing with the high visibility is if you're using green or black braid on certain days, depending on the light and the way the water is, the reflection of the water, you can't see that line. So it's real important to be a line watcher. Now when I connect these two, I don't get fancy. A lot of people tie a uni knot. That's a pain for me. So I just tie an overhand one time, because you're never going to get down there. And just tie an overhand knot, clip it, and then same thing. Now one of the benefits of using braid is that braid doesn't twist, so you won't have a lot of twist issues here. Whoa! But the way this thing comes off, I think that line might catch it. I have to be exactly right. There we go. And we're just going to keep reeling, and this will be the main backing, and we'll just kind of fill the spool up almost to the top of the lip, at least for 2 good cast lengths, and then that way this will last years. And if you want to save money, you could run all this out, tie it to a tree, and reverse it. Tie it back onto the backing, reel it up, and use the back end of it. Let's go a little bit more. There we go. Alright. And that way it doesn't come off that reel so accidentally sometimes. Might do this a little bit more, and we're done. So the knot that is easy to tie, that I find, the easiest knot to tie that I find is the double Albright. You can look up on YouTube. I'm gonna do it right here for you. Hopefully you can see everything good. But basically what you do is you take fluorocarbon or monofilament and you make a leader so that the line is somewhat invisible to the fish. It's more finessey, and you tie it to the braid. So the knot that I like for the leader line to the braid is the double Albright if you're in a hurry, if you're in the middle of fishing, or if you're just learning how to tie these knots. So you make a loop with the leader line, take the braid, go through it. You got to remember which way you went through, because you got to come up the same way. And then you're just going to wrap it, okay? You're going to wrap it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Some people will wrap it back, 5 times, but I like to go ahead and do at least 7 if I went 9 times. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hold this end now and wrap it this way, going back to that loop. And there's some good tutorials on YouTube. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now see, we came down through that hole, so now we gotta go back up through the hole, like so. So that when you pull it out, it's gonna cinch down. You wet it a little bit, make sure you don't burn it. Pull it tight, and that's your knot. See how clean that is? And you can trim the tag ends. Now what I do, the braid part, we snip, and the braid part we're going to cut close also. There we go. It might fray a little bit. All right, so how long of a leader do I usually do? I do 2 arm lengths, 1 and 2, and I'll cut it right there. And then we tie on our lure, and there you go. Simple, easy peasy, and that knot will be good for you for a good while. All right, so the knot that I tie for jigs, shaky heads, hooks, hook baits, single hook baits, is, I'm not sure what the exact name of it is, but you'll have 3 tag ends. And if you look up on YouTube, it's the Gerald Swindle knot. But basically you run your line through and then back through the eye like a polymer. And it's not as incredibly hard to break. So if you have a hook, like so, I like just to kind of have that in my pinky. And I'm gonna wrap that loop that I just did 1, 2, 3, 4 times. And then you see that double loop right there? There's like a double loop right there. I'm gonna take that loop, put it through those double loops, and pull it down. Wet it, cinch it, pull everything. All right, not super tight, but just snug. All right, and you have 3 tag ends. Now what happens with this knot is it just wraps, it doesn't really cross itself. So a lot of people, when they tie a polymer knot, which most people tie with fluorocarbon is real brittle, and so if you tie it wrong, it'll cross itself and it'll actually cut itself. But this line doesn't do that, or this knot doesn't do that, and it really is a more than 100% knot. We got our YouTube video channel, so we're out here playing.
Are you rolling right now?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
You want us to stop it, or?
No, you're fine. I was making sure you had a freshwater license, that's all.
Yeah, you want to see it?
Is it handy or?
If you reach right inside the Jeep, there's like a camo bag, a little camo pouch.
I don't want to go through your stuff. Is it in the zipper bag?
It's literally like on the side. Here,
I'll hold you right, or can I do that?
I'll be out of your way in 5 seconds.
No worries. You having a good day?
Yeah, just kind of riding around, checking to see what's going on. So. Yep. Freshwater license good till 9/21. No, you're fine, man. You're good to go. I appreciate it. Y'all enjoy your day. No fish or anything?
Not yet.
Anything
Not
caught?
yet.
You're just starting? Okay.
We're just trying. I mean, we fished from a boat here before and caught some, but never from the boat
Make it
ramp.
some brim or something. So.
Yeah.
Well, y'all enjoy your afternoon.
All right, buddy.
All right,
Be safe.
take care.
Hey guys, thanks for watching this video. Hopefully it was informative for you guys as well as myself. David has taught me a ton about fishing in the past month and a half that we've been hanging out. A couple benefits that he talked about that I can just go ahead and reassure you is that putting braid on your spinning setup definitely lets you cast a lot easier and a lot further. as well as be able to feel what's on the bottom so much better. Hey, if you guys would like more informational or tutorial videos like this one, let me know in the comment section below and we'll definitely get more of these out there for you guys. Also, last thing, David's YouTube channel will be linked down in the description below. Make sure you guys head over to his page, hit him with a subscribe. He's taught me a ton and I know he'll teach you guys some stuff as well. I'll see you guys next time.